And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Wrong Side Simulations, bringing the best content with the wrong side of the airplane, the right seat. And as always, my name is Blake, and I am a real-world flight dispatcher, and to bring you a little more context to your flight sim viewing experience. And I want to start a new series on the channel. Now, this has already kind of been done by some other content creators, but I have my own reasoning for it. So, as all of you know, those of you who've been following my channel for a while know that I've been flying on a pilot's life for a long time. I got a shit ton of time racked up with Spirit Airlines and multiple other carriers. But you know, when I first started that career, I started in Japan on a 737 when PMG first came out, and I did not know that you could select a preferred region and be able to fly more along the lines of where you want to fly. So I've always kind of wondered, you know, what would it be like if I started over? Now that I know as much as I do about a pilot's life, be able to fly in a preferred region, all that kind of stuff, right? Also, this is kind of going to be the road to American Airlines. And the reason for that is in my last account, which I still have, I went and bought a whole new copy of a pilot's life just so I could start a new account. Because I'm definitely not giving up all of the hours and the hard work that I've done on the other account. So, in the other account, I have flown for American Airlines for a very short period of time. But now, even with all of the time that I've built, and I've got an excellent pilot rating, every time I apply for American Airlines, I get rejected. SAF-based. Now, I really want to fly for American because they have the most variety in aircraft, and they're going to be the most fun to fly for. You know, we've got CFMs now, we've got IEs, we've got 319, 320, 321, we've got the NG, we got the MAX, we got all sorts of aircraft, and a lot of which American Airlines flies, along with multiple engine types, and sharklets on the Airbus. It's one of my biggest complaints that the Delta, you're stuck with the CFMs. With United, you don't have sharklets. Delta, you don't have the MAX. So I kind of really just want to fly for American, and then I can also run a pilot's life parallel to VAAL, another virtual airline, as well as my friends Cali Simmer, Shaq. They have a U.S. Airways airline that I can also kind of fly with this too, because a lot of those routes are going to be, you know, built into American. So that's kind of the plan. So this is a new series I want to start with you guys. So we're going to start here on this pre-recorded video. We'll go through, find us a job. You know, we are that brand new pilot with 1,500 hours. We're unemployed, looking for that first job. And then once we have the job, then we'll kind of pick up with the live streams on the actual flying itself. But I just didn't want to go through this step without including y'all. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right. So first things first, and for those of you who have not flown a pilot's life, this is the first step you'll want to do if you have a preferred region you want to fly in. This, I believe, will control the auto-offered jobs to you when you first go to get your very first job. So I'm going to tell this that the preferred region that I want to work in is North America. Alright, we're going to save that. Cool. And now we need to go purchase our first aircraft license. We have $5,000 in the bank. Thank you to A Pilot's Life for giving us those credits. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to ever start. And I have high hopes for Allegiant or Spirit or Frontier or something that flies the Airbus. Although it might still auto offer some bullshit like Avianca, Costa Rica job or something like that. But we're going to give it a shot and see what happens. If we aren't auto offered a job that we want to take, then we'll apply for Spirit, Allegiant, Frontier, maybe JetBlue. I think JetBlue is a 4-star airline, so probably wouldn't get that, but it doesn't hurt to ask. And so if we get rejected, then we'll probably go buy the 737 and start applying for jobs with that. Now, looking down here, it gave us shit jobs. Aruba Airlines, Avianca Costa Rica, Avianca El Salvador, Gryphon Airlines, Viva Aerobus, and World Atlantic Airlines. None of these are any airlines that I'm familiar with. These guys fly all over Central America and North America, flying 320s. They are Mexican carrier, but that's going to mean that a lot of those legs are going to be very long. I like to keep my flights about an hour, hour and a half. Let's check out this World Atlantic Airlines. No, not a whole lot going on there. I'm good on that. Alright, so let's hope for the best, and let's start applying for some U.S. carriers. We want to apply for Spirit. I'm going to apply for Frontier. And we're going to apply for Allegiant. All three of which are 3-star airlines. Allegiant has 52 out of 216 airplanes, or pilots, so they could be hiring. Let's see, Frontier is at 70 of 273, and Spirit is at 79 of 344. So that's about all that we can really hope for. And if we don't get these three, I'm not going to apply for JetBlue, just because I don't know if I get a limited number of applications I can put out. So I don't want to shoot myself in the foot with any other jobs that I would need to apply for. So that's going to wrap it up for this. Whenever I come back, it takes about 24 hours before you get any word back on, well, let's see, what's Air Canada Rouge? They're a 3. I know they fly Airbuses. I think they got nothing but CFMs, though. Maybe. A lot of shit out of Toronto. Looks like all the US flying is going to be kind of long. I'm good. So anyways, we'll see what happens. We'll come back and we'll pick up with our job applications and see if we get rejected or if we get accepted. And we'll go from there. So guys, until then, thank you so much for watching this far. And as always, be good at it. Keep it on the wrong side, and I will see y'all when we come back to the results of our job applications. See. Gentlemen, it has been just over 24 hours, and we are back with a pilot's life. Still unemployed, but we do hold our A320 pilot's license. We have 2 unread messages in the inbox. One of those might be where it credited me my initial $5,000. So we're going to take a look and see if we got any of the jobs that we applied for, and if so, that'd be great news. Otherwise, we might be purchasing a 737 license and trying again with some other airlines. So let's see. We'll full screen this, take a look at the inbox, see what it says. Uh-oh, we did get Spirit Airlines has accepted your job application. Let's go. That is a great way to start our brand new career in a pilot's life. Get to fly for my actual airline. And I do have a lot of time built up with V-Spirit, and so I can continue to build that time. Now, from a entertainment standpoint, for you guys, it's probably not that fun because y'all see me fly a lot of Spirit Airlines. But whatever, I get to fly an Airbus for the first my first airplane in a pilot's life, which is dope. All right, so now what we need to do? Oh wait, we need to go to job market and accept their job offer. So we got rejected by Allegiant and we got rejected by Frontier. That's okay. And kiss my ass. We'll be making more money than any of the other auto offer jobs as well, at $41.63 a flight hour. So now what we need to do is we need to select which type of contract we got: worry-free, hours target, and flights target. So if we do hours targets, meet a target of at least 5 hours a week, which ain't too hard. If you complete your target, you will receive a 10% bonus to your salary. If you do not meet it, you are subject to a penalty of 10%. For number of flights target, I mean, a target of at least 10 flights a week, you'll receive a plus 25% bonus to your salary. And if you don't, then it's negative 25%. I'm going to do worry-free because I have a real job in the real life. So I'm not always able to sit down and just hammer out a bunch of flights. Got our contract. Cool. Now we can go to schedule and we'll generate us a schedule. I'm gonna start with short hauls, and we'll do random continued trips. And I'm gonna start my trip, let's say out of Orlando, because I am Orlando based. We'll hit generate, see what it gives us. So for our first leg is Orlando to Charlotte. Nice. Charlotte to Miami. Miami back to Charlotte. Charlotte, Orlando. Orlando, Pensacola. Pensacola, Lauderdale. Lauderdale, New Orleans. New Orleans, Orlando. Orlando, Nashville. Nashville, New Orleans. It's not too bad. It's a little bit more Charlotte than I'd want. Orlando, Charlotte. Charlotte, Miami. Miami, Charlotte. Charlotte, Orlando. So a few turns out of Charlotte. Not a big deal. We can even check this out on the map, see what it looks like. Cool. I'm going to accept this. And Orlando to Charlotte will be the first flight that we conduct as a Spirit Airlines Junior First Officer. We have our aircraft types here on the side. 320neo, lots of neo action. Little 320, 321. But you can really select whichever one you like. You can change the aircraft. It's not a big deal. Got our departure times, arrival times. Not going to abide by that. We could change the sim time to these times for a little bit of realism, I guess. We got our block times. Most of these average around an hour and a half to 2 hours. So it should be a good time. Looking forward to it. Very happy to kick off this new series, Flying Spirit. Y'all have seen plenty of that, so hopefully y'all aren't too turned off by that. But we will only do this for, who knows, a week or two. I think you have to at least fly a contract with an airline for at least a week in real time, and then you can apply elsewhere. So we'll build some time, and then hopefully go get a job at American. But so that will conclude this episode, and yeah, we'll switch over to live streams for the actual flying. So guys, thank y'all so much for watching. If you made it this far, as always, be good or be good at it. Keep it on the wrong side, and I will see y'all on a live stream pretty soon in a Spirit airplane. Big shocker, I know. See ya. And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Now you are aware of what we're doing. A little bit different style to this, but anyways, as you all know, welcome to another episode of Wrong Side Simulations. Bring the best content to the wrong side of the airplane, the right seat. And as always, my name is Blake, and I am a real-world flight dispatcher, and bring a little more context to your flight sim viewing experience. And you already know the mission because you just saw it. So, first flight, as we just witnessed, is going to be Charlotte Orlando to Charlotte. Not Charlotte, Orlando, but Orlando to Charlotte. This fucking thing won't turn. It's like once you go into drone camera mode, walk around mode is fucked, as you can very well see. But anyways, as always, first things first, huge shout out to all of our channel members. And that's going to be Dustin, Callie Simmer, Marco, Image Seeker, Kyle Lewis, Dude Chimp, Wes Burson, Mickey Mike, Captain Nate, Hill, Billy Gypsy, AJJ, Josh Sioux Falls, Fires, CST Gaming, Zippy's Apple, FO Pilot Depth, Jet Centric, Emmett, Nemesis, Skyfall, V1 Simulations, Andy Ivy, AC, Tenor Amoeba, and Nabil. And also, extra huge shout out to our man AJJ for gifting all of the gifted memberships over the last couple of streams. Greatly appreciate the support, my friend. Now, over to the chat. I have been away from y'all for far too long, making y'all watch this pre-recorded shit. Hold on, unpin that. But anyways, we got one aviation simulation in the house. Great to see you, my friend Will H. Great to see you, dude. Been a hot minute. Hope you're doing good, my friend. We got Marco in the house. Let's go. Great to see you, dude. Welcome. Zach Hamilton, my dude. How much is pre-recorded? As you saw, about 15 minutes. One Aviation said this will be fire. I hope it will be fire. Wrong Side capitalizing on this new work schedule. Trying to. If it were, I mean, I guess it is up to me, but I lost a lot of sleep yesterday for streaming. I probably should be just in bed right now, but you know, we'll make it quick. We'll just kind of roll through things and start building this time in a pilot's life. My dude Andrew, great to see you, man. How was the shift? I just got off of work not long ago myself. Hey, y'all remember that episode not too long ago that we did, Sick Online? Well, we had one of those, a sick call from a flight attendant in San Juan, which is not a crew base, causing some issues on one of our flights. Pain in the ass. Plain Nuts, great to see you, man. Good morning. Airsoft Messiah, great to see you, dude. He said, I bought Phoenix yesterday and I'm in love. Why did it take me so long to get it? Dude, I don't know, man. It's by far, hands down, the best airplane. From a quality and feature-rich standpoint for the sim, you have been missing out. But now you can pop your cherry and join in on the fun. Zippy's Apples in the house, great to see you. Avianca has some fun routes. I'm sure they do. I just don't have a lot of payware airports in South America, and I try to focus on you know, all the payware airports and all the damn money I've spent on this shit. Marcus said this is sus, Spirit. Just a little bit. She didn't poop herself, did she? I don't know. I didn't get that much detail from the crew scheduling manager, but causing a lot of problems. At a minimum, 5-hour delay. I don't think there's anything else they're going to be able to really figure out, but I left that problem for my my relief, and I've come home, go do some flying. So, I don't know why I like this so much, but I love the fact that you can just walk up the stairs. And if you pre-arrange, I don't know what's going on with that, but if you pre-arrange your camera inside the airplane when you do Shift C, it's like we just walked in the airplane. What y'all know? Alright, we got the seat pulled back. We're ready to get up in the cockpit. And let's get all of our sounds turned back on. Had them muted. We are flying on VATSIM this morning. Figured to give y'all a break from the Beyond ATC. And we're going to do that. And again, we're just going to move through things pretty quick so I can go to bed. Straight up. It is pretty chilly outside this morning here in Orlando, Florida. Let's see, Sweet. Let's see. Oh shit, this thing thinks I'm just departing. So that probably means GSX ain't gonna work. Let's go reset all. Re-imports. There we go. Let's get that shit boarding up. We're not gonna take a long time like we did yesterday to start the boarding process. Get out of here. AOC menu. Flight init. Initialize data request. Ooh, 22 degrees, man. That is chilly. Make your nipples hard. IRS monitor. We are aligning. GPS monitor. Let me get my OFP pulled up. Let's see. Airport reference point north 2825. That's 2826. Close enough. West 8118. 8118. And it's still aligning. It's getting that accuracy down, so you might see it move around a little bit. Also, today is the day to update your Navigraph nav databases. Don't forget to do that shit. So, wait a minute. I updated my shit. Why is it not? Why you know updated? Sim programs. Yeah, what the fuck? I updated this shit, but it's not updated in the FMS. Whatever. We'll roll with it. Initialize data request. Alrighty, your flight number this morning, NKS 1148. Cost index 99, flying fast, burning gas. We'll be cruising at 35,000 feet with a temperature of minus 50 degrees. Ground temp 6 degrees. Tropopause 48,200 feet, just like yesterday. A lot of this is kind of the same as yesterday. Flight plan, Orlando, departure. We're going to depart off runway 36 right. The appropriate runway to take off of this morning would probably be 35 left, since we're going up the coastline. It's a little bit more to the east. We're going to depart off the east side of the airport. But when I looked around this airport to make sure it was okay, in Microsoft 24, the bridges kind of look like you can fall through them. So we don't really have a way to get over to that side of the airport, so we're going to depart off the west side of the airport. Going to be on the Faith 3 VAP transition. Insert that. Charlotte arrival. And we're going to be coming in on ILS runway 36 right. On the Stalker 4 checker transition. Insert that, and let's see. To join the approach, we'll do maybe Heckham. Heckham, yep, Heckham works. Perfect. Inserted. Look for discons. Got the overfly. Perfect. Sweet, like it. Secondary. Init. Initialized. God dang it, didn't want to do that. But not a problem. Go KMCO/KMCO. And we need to double check and make sure that the weather is above minimums. If it's not, then we'll need a departure alternate. And that's where we would go in the event of an engine failure. Departure alternate should remain within 1 hour. Oh God, what's the regulation? It's like 1 hour normal fuel consumption, something. We can pull it up later. There's a whole regulation on it. For us at Spirit, it is 345 nautical miles. If you stay within 345 nautical miles, you are good to go. Cost index 99. Initial climb on the Faith is 16,000. 6 degrees, 48.2. We do have some other constraints to take into account in our takeoff performance, since we're departing to the north with Orlando Executive north of the airfield. So we'll look at that in our when we request performance. Current weather here in Orlando. It is IFR. Winds 340 at 11 or 11 knots, 3 statute miles, mist, uppercast 700, temp dew point 6 degrees, and altimeter 3025. That's set now. Cool. 340 at 11, 6. 3025. If we need to come back, we are coming back on the RNAV GPS 36 left. Barrowman's 406 feet on the LNAV VNAV. This airplane does not have LPV. Cool. RadNav. ORL. Initialize wind. Get that data uplink. Alright, for the zero fuel weights, we are planned at 132.5. Standard CG of 30. Taxi fuel 0.3. Route reserve 0. No alternate. Reserve fuel 45 minutes. Let's hit that fuel plenty button, see what it gives us. We want less than 12,000 pounds. 9.4, perfect. 12.0, drop that in there. Prog page, KMCO, 36 left. And so the weather is fine, we do not need a departure alternate. Initial climb on the Faith, again, is 16,000. Sets, VORs are on. Now I'm going to read out of our JEPs. I can't show you all this because I do believe it's proprietary to Spirit, but I'm going to read aloud some of our company data out of the 20-10. So, let's see. Engine start clearance not required on the Faith. Fission Jimmy SIDS have steep climb gradients when departing north. In order to comply with the climb gradients on these SIDS, the thrust reduction altitude and acceleration altitude must be manually modified to the takeoff page of the McDo from their default values to 1900. Thrust reduction acceleration climb altitudes must be modified after takeoff data is uplinked, which we don't have. Well, we do have an uplink, sorta. If done prior to receiving the uplink, the values will revert to the default values when the uplink is received. So again, off runway 36 right, since we're departing to the north, we have steeper climb gradients because of Orlando Executive. So our thrust reduction acceleration climb altitudes will be 1900 feet MSL. Review current NOTAMs and SIDS for updated information, if any. Raja. Let's come down here to our ATSU. Load sheet. It's prelim. Cool. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Great to have you on board this morning here on Spirit Airlines Flight 1148. Service up to Charlotte, North Carolina, the great hometown of the one and only infamous legend, man sexiness, Captain Shaquille O'Neal. En route time this morning, we're looking at 1 hour and 2 minutes from wheels up to wheels down, cruising at a altitude of 35,000 feet. Weather when we get there, looking good right now. We got some calm winds, good visibility. Some ceilings around 22,000 feet, and a current temperature of 21 degrees Fahrenheit. That's fucking cold. As always, we do ask that you please give your undivided attention to the flight attendants, as they're not just there for your comfort, but also for your safety. Please ask, let us know if there's anything that we can do to make your flight more comfortable. We're going to do our best to get out of here on time, just waiting on the final bags and the load sheet, and we will be underway. As always, I want to thank you for flying Spirit. And we'll talk to you once we get airborne. Pow, pow, bitches. Alright. As I said, never thought I'd see, can we add full stop after poo, please? It might change request, but here we are. There you go. Megezi, good morning, dear. How are you today? Alright, they should be just about done. Yep, looks like they're loading we got a couple more carts of bags. Let's get connected to VATSIM. Thought I already was. Yep. 0746. We got our fuel. Let's see if there's anybody else down here with us. So we got one Southwest out yonder, 1121. We'll be on the listen for him, but he'll likely depart off 35 left. So let's see, where's he going? Indy. All right. So check this out. This is what I was saying earlier. Oh, there you go. They've got another Spirit Wings heading down to, I believe that's Cartagena. So he's going to Indy, right? So that's going to be a little bit more to the west. You got me going to Charlotte. My route takes me up the coastline. So if I'm taking off of 36 right and he's on 35 left and we take off together, we're going to be crossing each other's paths. So we definitely want to be listening out to what he's doing and try to avoid a TCAS. So that's why technically he should be on 36 right, I should be on 35 left, and we do this number. We go away from each other. But again, I can't get on the other side because I don't think in Microsoft 24 those bridges are gonna not let me fall through. So Keith B, you're with me? Hell yeah, brother. Good morning to you. Welcome aboard. Very happy to have you along this morning. And Miguel, I'm so glad to hear that you're doing so well. 4:17 p.m. That's crazy. It is 8:19 a.m. here in the States. You go ask ground crew to add more fuel? No, man. Weather's nice and fine up in Charlotte. I am a competent pilot. It's my first day on the line. You know, I'm a little junior first officer, so I'm not asking for nothing. I'm just going to sit in my seat and do what I do. You go get into a fist fight with dispatch. Well, let's see. We've got about 15 minutes of contingency fuel, and that's going to be, so on this flight, in real life, that would likely be for just the East Coast corridor, pure traffic volume, any spacing, metering, that kind of stuff. And then we also have a basic 10 minutes of extra. So total of 25 extra minutes of fuel. All right. Let's get that door shut. Come on down here. Got our load sheet. Over to a knit. We'll get the zero fuel weight. So we got zero fuel weight of 132.5. We already got that in there. And we got a max zero fuel weight of 31.9. 31.9, so we'll drop that in. Alright, and then I'm going to get my performance off of my physical EFB. And we're going to go 36 right. It's wet. It's been misty and rainy this morning. Flap config, optimal, force toga, no, anti-ice. Let's go engine, because we have visible moisture below 10 degrees Celsius. Packs on, and we'll calculate. And it gave me flaps 3. I don't like flaps 3. It's weird. We'll calculate again. Sweet. All right. So here's what we're gonna do, and this is what it's talking about with the uplink, right? So let's see if this is modeled in the Phoenix. So we're gonna go ahead and manually change these altitudes. I'm gonna leave the engine out as is, and let's do the uplink and see if those go back to their default. So send to McDo, and it's not modeled that way. It's not technically a real uplink. You would uplink from ACARS. We're just, it's just doing it from the iPad. So it did not manually, or did not change back to defaults. So we've got our correct thrust reduction, acceleration, climb altitudes in there. So flaps 2 down 0.4, flexing 59, and our V speeds of 42, 53, and 57. Looks good. Not gonna worry about doing departure brief and all that stuff. We're just gonna get headed out of here. I don't even know how well GSX is gonna work in this gate. The jet bridges wouldn't even move a while ago. That's why I set up stairs, because of that. CTAF's 24.3. And then in VHF 2, I'm going to monitor 22.8 in case Southwest doesn't want to jump on CTAF and talks on Unicom. Alright, so we should be able to hear both. Alright. Ready to get this thing going. This happened during the event in Cancun. They were shooting planes from both runways, but on intersecting departures, so it delayed everyone. In real life, Cancun will typically, I gotta remember, I think they land on the south runway and depart on the north runway. One or the other, but they don't land and depart both runways in real life. FYI. Learn something every day. Face south. Orlando traffic Spirit Wings 1148 at airside 2 gate 4. Pushing back, we'll be facing south. Planning on taxiing and departing off runway 36 right, Orlando. Okay. Brakes release, clear to push. Thank you, lady. Bug plane unflyable. Fires, good morning, my friend. What's up? How's it going, man? You see it. It's going pretty good. Finished off a hard day of work. Came home, and we are starting our brand new A Pilot's Life journey together. Kind of restarted the whole Pilot's Life thing. And the entire goal is to make it to American Airlines so that we can fly CFMs, IEs, Sharklets, wingtip fences, NGs, Maxes, all that kind of stuff. That is the plan. So we're going to start this little journey together, and this is our very, very, very first flight of our new A Pilot's Life journey. There we go. So, as we talked about, that is a threat. That is a hazard. Something that we definitely have to pay attention to. So we'll be on intersecting paths. My office is right over there. Brake set, clear off headset, clear disconnect. Look for the pin on the left side of the airplane. Y'all have a good morning. Stay warm. We'll see ya. Hello. Alright, seems like he's going to be ahead of us, so it shouldn't be a factor. Good start. App start checklist. Anti-ice on. Yellow pump off. Rotor trim 0. App starts complete. This dude don't even know where he's going. Reversing onto an active taxiway. She's showing the pin. We'll flash the lights. Let her know we got it. Alrighty. Gross weights 144.4, flaps config 2, fuel 11.9, V1's 142, V2's 157, initial climb up to 16,000, parting 36 right, faith 3 first, fix is fax, flight controls. Full right, full left, neutral, full up. Full down and neutral rudder. Full left, full right. Flight controls checks complete. Tax checklist, gross weight comparisons complete. Pitch trim, 28.9% CG set. V1, VRV2 flex, 42, 53, 57 flex, 59. Flaps config 2. Flight controls checked. ECAM memo checked. ECAM status is checked. Predictive wind shears on auto TCAS code set. TRA cabin cruise advised. Mini briefs complete. Tax checklist is complete. Well, under traffic, Spirit Wings 1148 at airside 4, taxing runway 36 right via Charlie, Orlando. Here we go. We do have live traffic on, so you might see other airplanes taxiing and landing and stuff. The only other airplane I'm aware of that's out here as far as VetSim goes is that 1121. Okay. Alright, I need to change that because it's still set on Beyond ATC properties. Be pilots. Okay, cool. Now you hear him. Hello. Oh shit. Ah! Clip the wing. That's live traffic. Alright. Before takeoff flow. Alright, so here's the thing. Now that we're flying on a pilot's life and we're flying on virtual Spirit, we have to be very cognizant of our how we're flying, how we're taxiing, all the things, so that we don't, get docked any issues. Hello. Hi, Carly. Thank you much. And y'all can't hear the flight attendants and stuff because it's a separate audio source. And whenever when I set that up, it sends all of my audio through that. So then you hear echoes and shit. So I just have it off. No one saw that happen, right? And get around this little S turn. Having a pre-solo check ride on Tuesday morning. Went well. Solo Saturday. Wow. Awesome fires. Congrats, dude. How are you feeling about the solo? A little nervous? Alright, here's Bravo 9. Making right on Bravo 10. And we're going to be on the Faith. Faith 3 departure. There's the spiritual wings. On approach for 3-6 left. Should be 3-6 left. Or actually, he might be on. It looks like he's on 3-6 right. Taking that ILS in. Yep, I delivered that airplane in real life. Sexy. Oh, why'd he do that? Why'd you go away? Orlando traffic, Spirit Wings, 11:48. Departing off runway 36 right, Faith 3 departure. And it'll be a northbound climb out, Orlando. Man Flex, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue. Ah, there he is. I guess he got close enough to us that he disappeared. B1. Rotate. Positive, ready to climb. Gear up. Nav. Orlando traffic, Spirit Wings, 11:48, off runway 36, right on the climb out, Faith 3. We exit airspace to the north. Orlando. Taking that steep climb to get some separation from Orlando Executive. Acceleration altitude is 1900 MSL. There it is. We'll nose down, accelerate. Look for that positive trend on the airspeed. Thrust climb. Flaps 1. Speed checks. Flaps 1. And flap 0, speed checks, flap 0 after takeoff. Landing gears up, flaps retracted, APU's off, after takeoff checklist is complete. Alright, so I just killed the live traffic. Never mind, they left. We had a target, but it was, at first I thought it was VATSIM. Orlando traffic, Spirit Wings 1148, climbing through 6,000 on the Phase 3 departure, exiting the airspace to the north. Final call, switching to Unicom, Orlando. Orlando traffic, Spirit Wings 1148, climbing 7,000 on the Phase 3 northbound departure, Orlando. Love those IEs. Man, they did so good modeling those things. Alright, let's go autopilot 2. Hello. $10,000. Zapple said 26 knot taxi. Damn. Yeah, man, you know, on the straightaways, you got to drag race that sucker. I ain't got time to be dragging ass. Real world, I think 15 is about the fastest that they'll take an Airbus, and then when making turns, it's going to be around 8 knots, preferably, I believe. No faster than 10 knots. Sure we didn't join Southwest. Watch for cops, don't want a ticket. Yeah, that's okay. They can't catch me. I fly on the wrong side, man. Like, what do they expect? Guys, if you don't mind, please smash that like button. It would definitely help the algorithm. I'm trying to pump out more content, and more likes definitely helps the channel a lot. It would be greatly appreciated. Same things I do with my normal CFI. He's just not there. There you go. Oh, we in Florida now. Those Florida drivers. Oh, bro, that is an understatement. Like, it's unreal how you will not get pulled over here. Like, there's been a number of times that I've passed a cop running radar that I thought for sure, like, all right, they're coming to get me. I'd be going over like 10 miles an hour in like not an interstate, and then like 15 over on an interstate. Usually, like, the saying goes, 9 you're fine, 10 you're mine on the interstate. And nope, they sit and wait for those, like, what do they call them? But, like, you know, those like little stupid ass low cars, little street racers. Like, there's a fuck ton of them here. You got a lot of Puerto Ricans that live here, and Puerto Ricans love that shit, and they drive like assholes. So FHP just be sitting and waiting for them. Oh, Marco, I know you did not say that shit. The Southwest has a far more superior airplane. Get out of here. Maybe it's a little bit better on stick and rotor, but that is it. The task saturation in a 7.3 alone, in my opinion, no. Just because we have a sound pack coming. don't mean you get to slander my baby. That's right. My baby too. Spirit still have Skittles liveries flying actively? Yes. Yes, we do. And they look just like this. Be mismatching looking like a motherfucker. Yellow fucking Wi-Fi dome. Yellow cowlings. I saw one that had a yellow radome. I actually thought it was kind of cool. I like it when I see the yellow airplanes with a white radome. That's what I like. Beanie Baby Gaming. What's going on, man? Nothing like watching Wrong Side after racing or after acing a test at school. Hell yeah. Awesome job on the test. I was not much of the type to ace anything in school. So good job. Keith said, yep, I set cruise control for 9 over. Yep, me too. Me too. But I've had some times, man. I've had some close calls. There was one day I was going to work. I was on the turnpike. Turnpike is 70 miles an hour. I was stuck behind a car. I was like blocked in behind the car and had a car on my right. Had nowhere to go. Car's going, I shit you not, 47 miles an hour in the fast lane in a 70. And so I knew coming up, I was about to pass one of those turnpike Shell gas stations. But what I forgot about, there's also a Florida Highway Patrol troop there as well. And so at that spot, there is a very long on-ramp. And I was like, all right, when I hit that on-ramp, I will use the on-ramp to pass this car. So, hit the on-ramp, and I just got my F250 at this point, so I didn't really know how much torque this thing had. I jerk over, because, you know, I'm like trying to make a statement to this fucking asshole. So I'm driving kind of aggressive. I punch the gas, pushes me into my seat. Next thing I know, I look down, I'm going like 90. And so I'm like, oh shit, alright, let me, you know, slow down. So I take my foot off the gas, kind of idling down. I look behind me in the rear view, and another car that was behind me did the same exact thing. So I look back at the road, still idling down. I look at my rear view again. I see blue lights coming down that on-ramp. It was Florida Highway Patrol. It's like, fuck, dude. Like, I was the first one that did it, so for sure he's coming after me. He actually pulled the other person over. Got so lucky. I've gotten so lucky a few times. So it's kind of crazy. Like, I don't want to say how hard it is to get pulled over, but what you won't get pulled over for. Oh shit, I forgot to climb. Watch that wing load up. Not much of a load. Oh shit, I forgot to turn so I turned this prog overlays off for something. You're gonna see the scenes change, so just give me a sec. Alright, that should be good. I had the progress thing turned off when I was making those pre-recorded videos. But we are flying Orlando to Charlotte. This is our very first flight as a brand new junior first officer in a pilot's life. And we are taking the road together. It's a brand new series, a pilot's life series. And it's going to be the road to American Airlines. That's the goal. Marco's just jealous of all my bus butter. Hey, there you go. Bus butter. That's true. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Airbus all the fucking way. Like, just think about it. You have an engine fire. What do you want to be doing as a pilot? Do you want to be going through a fucking electronic checklist on an iPad or a paper QRH Or would you want to be in an Airbus where the checklist pops up on the fucking on the display units, and as you action each item, it goes away. It's like checking it off for you. Hell, that's more automation than the fucking 777. Like 777, you got to go click it yourself on the checklist. Airbus, so it says right like thrust lever idle. You go idle, goes away. Engine masters, if like no damage, engine master switch off, goes away. Like just from a task saturation standpoint alone, and the automation and the protections, like all that shit, in my opinion, better airplane. Again, 737 is better stick and rudder, but that's, in my opinion, where it starts and ends. You get better payload, better fuel burn, everything about the Airbus, for the most part, is better. At least Jay said, hell yeah, absolutely. But aviation, man, good morning. I forgot to greet you, but good morning, my friend. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a lovely Thursday morning and staying warm. It's a bit chilly here in Orlando. I've dipped away from police many a times, especially at night, and turn off lights dipping down country roads. You know, one thing I always thought would be interesting is to try to run from the cops with nods. And like, imagine if, like, so you know, like, you have an AR-15, right? And you've got your IR torch, so like an infrared light, which when you have nods on or night vision goggles and you turn that torch on, it's like a night vision flashlight, right? What if you had IR lights in your headlights, so you could kill your visible lights or your white lights, turn on your infrared lights, have night vision on, and run that way? I think you'd be unbelievably effective. Now, the only issue you might have is if you go under street lights and stuff, you might white out the nods, make it hard to see as you go under them. But other than that, you would have a strategic advantage. And it's like James Bond shit. Keith said, is it wrong to hit on a female cop if she pulls you over? I have wondered this. Is it wrong? No. Is it going to help you? No. I don't think so. I mean, if you're like, I think if you're very admitting of what you did wrong, you know, very cooperative, very respectful, and you like hit on her in a very gentleman, not douche, and not seem like you're trying to get out of your ticket kind of way, might have a shot. But also, if she is actually good looking, she probably gets that shit all the time, and ain't gonna work. It's tough. I've seen some cop videos, and it's like, there's some hot popos out there. Fill out them uniforms real well. Sabina Baby Gaming asks, what is a pilot's life? So a pilot's life is basically, it's a third-party add-on application where you basically kind of simulate a pilot career, right? But you don't have to go through all the bullshit of like flying a 172, get your PPL, and then get your commercial, and get your instrument, and get your multi, and get your, like, all that stuff. You skip all that. When you go into it, and feel free, at the very beginning of this stream, I had a couple pre-recorded videos. It's about 10-15 minutes of going through the process of purchasing an aircraft license, and then applying for airline jobs with that license. In case you haven't figured it out, we got a job with Spirit Airlines, so we are currently flying for Spirit. And so when you fly on a pilot's life, first you'll generate a flight schedule. So here's my flight schedule: Orlando, Charlotte, then Miami, then back to Charlotte, then to Orlando, and to Pensacola, to Lauderdale, New Orleans, Orlando, Nashville, New Orleans. That's my flight schedule, right? So right now we're flying the very first leg, Orlando, Charlotte, and it is tracking us. I do need to tell it we're going to cruise at 35,000 feet, but it's tracking us right now. We can full screen this. Here we are. And it's watching everything that we do, and it's ultimately going to judge us on 35 different items. It's going to judge us on, like, you know, make sure we don't exceed, stupid thing, that we don't exceed, like, taxi speed. We don't exceed 250 below 10,000 feet. Max pitch angle, max bank, a lot of different things, right? Lights on, below 10,000, all those kind of stuff. So at the end of it all, it's going to give you a pilot rating per flight, and then that will turn into a cumulative pilot rating, which will help you, if you have a really good pilot rating, that's going to help you get better jobs down the road. You're also getting paid per flight hour. That money, you can buy more aircraft licenses, different like training modules, different things that when you purchase those later on, as you make more money, you'll get bigger bonuses after each flight. But you're kind of like simulating a little bit of a pilot career. That's the main thing that you're doing. I'm with the wrong side. I was just, oh, you're fine, dude. I just, you know, I got my feelings. Yeah, Boeing's still not having an ICAS equivalent is insane to me. And we love to, like on the Cali crew, World Flight team, we like to get into this debate with Captain Chemtrails, who's, you know, Delta 737 captain. And it's interesting, he is type rated on the A320. He has flown the A320, and he prefers the 73. So, you know, teach their own. That's mean, Airbus is also just comfortable. You got a tray table, which greatly helps when you get full ATC reroutes. You need to eat lunch. You want to stand up, stretch your legs. You know, it's a... I've heard of and seen a lot of pilots go to the 320 or 330 family to retire because it's comfortable. One Aviation Simulation. How's it going, my friend? Good morning to you. You may have stepped out earlier, but I did greet you once we got past the pre-recorded videos. But hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. Sent a balloon for. All right, sounds good. Oh, speaking of Valanza, guys, I don't have y'all. Maybe I'm just now noticing. But at the top left, there's a 2024 in review. Check this out. I haven't even looked at this yet. We're gonna look at it together. It's kind of like a Spotify review. 365 or 56 flights or 306 hours. That's like watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy, 32 point whatever times. 24. Your longest flight was 5.4 hours, 2,400 miles. Charlotte to LAX. Not very far. Throughout the year, you cover a total of 122,836 nautical miles. Fuel burn, I don't know about kilos. Your longest streak was 10 days. What? On December 29th, you flew 14 flights? No, it didn't. Your favorite airport was Vegas. Interesting. 35 flights out of Vegas. And 0 landing gear inspections. Huh. This year you took a whopping 76 screenshots, but the one that stood out from the rest. Huh, that's pretty cool. While you flew with 137 unique aircrafts this year, you had a clear favorite. Average landing rate of 144. That's pretty cool. What did it say? Go back. Congratulations, or whatever. Okay. In total, we visited 195 unique airports while flying to 16 unique countries, and your favorite route was Lauderdale, Orlando. That's no fucking shock. Interesting. So 356 flights, 36 hours. Bitch, go back. I wish you could pause this stuff. Alright, top airports: Vegas, Orlando, Denver, Jackson Hole. And probably Denver, because I usually fly to Jackson Hole from Denver, and then Salt Lake. So I clearly like flying out west. Top aircraft: 737 with 32 flights. So how does this make sense? How is the 737 number one when the A320 has 89 flights? That's more than double the 737 flights. And then 321, 319, and of course the Kodiak. Top 20% of all pilots. Interesting. This is cool, man. I am impressed that they came out with this. That's pretty dope. Well, might as well snip a snippy and upload it. I remember how. There we go. Guys, what do y'all think about that Valana thing? That's kind of cool. Keith said, "I am all gentlemen." Hey, there you go. Who said chivalry is dead? In fact, what you should do is you should hit on her, and then after she rejects you, get out of your car, put your hands up, and then walk with her to her car with your hands up, and open the door for her to her unit. That way she knows you're not going to, like, you know, try to do nothing, especially after she just rejected you. But maybe you won't get rejected. Maybe opening that door will make the difference. And you'll get them digits. And more digits than 911. Yay, we departed on time. Boogers on the windows. Just looked, thought it was free. No, unfortunately, I think it's like 30, 35 bucks, something like that. But I will admit, I've had it for years, like 3.5 years or so. Like, basically, when the PMDG 737 first came out, that's when I got it. And I do fly it quite a lot. I have an older account. I just created this one that we're flying on right now. I have another account, and I got hundreds of flight hours on that one. I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I love how it analyzes so many different things, and there's a lot of stuff to pay attention to. It makes you a better pilot. It will identify areas that you're weak in. Like if you taxi too fast, you know, something you don't realize you're doing, when you go and you look at the breakdown, which is what we'll do when we debrief this flight, you will see that it's going to dock you points for taxiing too fast. Use iFly scheduling to get your schedule. Oh, interesting. I'm not aware of this iFly scheduling. But also, in addition to a pilot's life, we're flying on V-Spirit as well, which also analyzes for certain SOP procedures like engine 1 first, like starting engine 1 first, making sure that you have your 3-minute engine warm-up, you know, a bunch of different things like that. So, favorite route apparently was Dulles to DCA. Hey, that's about the longest route I've ever seen. But all right, man, sounds good. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right, see, Zapple said, did you see the Insta post for the new motorized throttles for the cockpit? I did not. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's the first thing that popped up.
Let's just say 320. You'll see the throttle moving up.
Damn, that's dope, dude. Can't wait till one day to go fly it with them. I hung out with them last night, or night before last, on a Discord call while they were starting to get it installed. Chatted with them for a while until work got me busy again, of course. All right, so we're not too terribly far out. We're about 100 miles from our top of drop, so we'll brief it up real fast, give it a quick chat, and then set everything up. All right, so we're going to be coming in on the wait a minute, is this? Oh, okay, yeah, it does. Cool. So we're going to coming in on the Stalker 4 RNAV arrival. We got speed restriction jet aircraft descend via Mach number until 280 knots if unable, advise ATC. So for 3-6 right, which we're planning on from Stalker, on track to 329. We're going to ride it all the way down. Here's the graphic. And we'll hit our bottom altitude of 6,000 feet, 210 knots for the northbound transition. We are planning the ILS runway 36 right. Chart is 11-8 and 5th of January 2024. Frequency is 108.9 with an identifier of India Bravo Quebec Charlie. Final approach course 3 degrees. Intercept the glide slope at Heyo 2,500 feet. Decision altitude is 927. Touchdown zone elevation 727. MSA around the Charlotte VOR is 3,800 feet. We go missed. Climb to 1320. Then climbing right turn to 4,000 outbound on the Charlotte VOR. Radial 093 to Locust. Intercept DME 24.9 off Charlotte and hold or as directed by ATC. Hang on a minute. What is this? Welcome. If ATC is offline, you may receive automated guidance to assist online controllers. After receiving instructions, resume on navigation as Auto ATC does not offer. Okay, Jacksonville Center advises to descend via the Stalker 4 arrival. Okay. That's interesting. That must be new. I've never seen that before. Anyways. Transition level 18,000 feet. Minimum's 200.5 with a 3-degree glide slope. Current weather, winds 230 at 3, 9 statute miles, broken at 20,000. -6 and 30, 34, so no issues there. On runway 36 right, we got high intensity runway lights, centerline lights, touchdown zone lights, ALSIF approach lights. Pappy on the right with a 30-degree glide path. Runway's grooved, RVR is reporting 7,634 feet of usable runway. It's 150 feet wide. When we land, it's going to be a left-hand turnoff. We're going to be taxiing all the way up to this area to park. I was about to say we should be getting a an ACARS message to tell us where to park. All right, arriving Charlotte is Alpha 29. They got ground power, got ground air, and we got our ops frequency. Keep APU shut down when able. Roger that. Alpha 29, Alpha 29. Cool. All right, so let's set up the airplane. Should have done that first, but no big deal. So it is an ILS, so we're going to arm the ILS push buttons on both sides. We'll start with an auto brake low. Come down here, do our top hat flow. Do fix info KCLT. So runway 36 right. 5-mile range ring around that. Rad nav. Clear out the OLR, and we're going to hard tune the Charlotte VOR. Prog page, same thing. KCLT 36 right. We just hit a big bump, so we'll get that seatbelt sign on. Performance. Weather is 230 at 3. Temperature is -6. Altimeter 3034. Minimums on the approach 927. Fuel prediction, we got 28 minutes of extra fuel. Secondary flight plan will delete the secondary, and tell you what, we'll make our lives a lot easier, and we'll shoot we'll shoot 36 center. That'll shorten up our taxi quite a bit. Pull that chart up. Alright, so we're going to pull heading. Next fix is Chevy. We're going to go activate, direct, Chevy. Just make sure we're going to the right thing. Perfect. And 36 center is now in there. Let's go to rad nav and let's cross check. Let's go back to charts. Same shit. ILS 36 center 11-7, 5th of January 2024. Frequency is 111.7. That cross checks. India, Delta, Quebec, Golf, cross checks, and final approach course of 3 degrees, cross checks. 3-degree glide slope. 25,907, so we need to change that. Touches elevation 38. So we go miss, we'll climb to 3,000 outbound on the Charlotte VOR radial 001 to Tommy. Demi 15.4 off of Charlotte. 18,200.5. Same thing as 36 right, except this one's got 9,040 feet from the threshold, or from the glide slope, 150 feet wide. And it'll be a right-hand turnoff, and we'll taxi straight into the gate. We've got to make sure that we get that 3-minute engine cool down. That's the only thing we got to worry about. So aside from that, cool. Last but not least, let's run some landing performance. So our estimated landing weight's going to be 138.2. So Charlotte 36 center. It's good. Refresh the METAR. And apply the METAR. Auto brake low. We'll do max reverse. Manual landing flaps full. Sweet. So land distance available 10,000 feet. Oh, it's a little bit less than that. It's like 9,700 based off of the chart we just looked at. Landing distance remaining 6,926 feet and a factored landing distance of 7,966 feet. So auto brake level low. What does work? And we can't do a no auto brake. We're gonna go with no auto brake. We'll preserve that those brakes. We'll do that just for tech ops. All right, back to you guys. Dog tag, what's going on, man? Been a hot minute since I've seen you. First started out with Viewlink, then Allegiant, then Spirit, now with Delta. Was a grind, but fun. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know if I want to stick with Spirit until I can build up enough time that I think, you know, I'll get a job at American, or do I want to bounce around a little bit and have some fun? But, I mean, that's awesome. Seems like you enjoyed a little pilot's life. Zapple said, gotta go focus on work for a bit. Alright, man, sounds good. Enjoy that struggle bus. I know the feeling. I was having that same issue last night. Let's check and see where our McDoos are at. Yeah, I guess that Volanta review is brand new, because I got an email that it was available 3 hours ago. I wonder if you could see other people's reviews. That'd be cool. Alright, 6,000 is set. And descent. Oh my god. UDCBM. And no changes. It is currently sitting in Shanghai. Damn residual cough is a pain in my ass. Only thing I didn't care of is the 10-mile-an-hour speed limit. Too slow. I think its limit is 30 knots. So as long as you stay below 30 knots, should be fine. We'll find out, because I was taxiing. I hit 28 on the taxi out. So we'll see what it says. I'm pretty sure it's 30 knots. Ground speed. Man, I am hungry. Just hit me. I ain't got much to eat. I got some cheese nips back there, but I'm not going to eat those on camera because I'm going to be crunching in y'all's ears. Maybe after the stream I'll lay in bed and watch a little TV like a bum and eat my cheese nips. Or Cheez-Its. Then go to bed. Alright, let's step through this. Just make sure ain't nothing funky. Moving on down there. Ba-da-da. Alright, looks fine. Probably get rid of Solomon though. There we go. Perfect. And ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, this is your first officer speaking. We have just begun our initial descent to the Charlotte area. Be on the ground about the next 15 minutes. Good weather down there, good clear skies and stuff, and temperatures and things and dinglings and whatnots. So we do look forward to having you again on a future Spirit Airlines flight. And flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival. Let's see, do I have this? So I've got W bound, I think, to the forward call button. Oh no, it's to all. Huh. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Fuck. Motherfucker. That just fucked up my pilot's life score. Like, bad. Well, apparently W is bound to something. They just fucked that up. So the button I have for the overhead does something. Autopilot's back on. Damn it, man. Fuck, first flight and it's fucked up. Oh, that'd be better. I haven't flown a pilot's life in about 3 months. Gotcha. Son of a bitch, man. That is just... And ladies and gentlemen, I want to apologize for that. We had a pretty big downdraft there, but it's not a problem. Airplane was under control, nothing to worry about. Flight attendants, please contact the cockpit if there are any injuries. Thank you. Let's see. Look like anybody else is coming into Charlotte. Live travel got 8 arrivals. So there's us. American 2187. Does it show where these people are at? Where's that guy? Alright, so we got at least one inbound. You get there about the same time, a little bit before us. There goes 1121, Mr. Southwest, that departed around the same time we did. We'll go ahead and tune in to CTAF, see if we can't pick that guy up. So 3034. $18,100. So we're still about 60 miles out. Oh, T-Money! What's going on, dude? Where are we going and coming from? So we just left Orlando, and we are headed into Charlotte. We have just begun. This is the first episode of a new series where we are going to be flying a pilot's life, which is a third-party application that kind of simulates a pilot career. So we are starting from scratch, and we got a job with Spirit. Shocker. Flying the Airbus, and this is our very first flight, and it's going to be a terrible score because apparently something is bound to my W key, and when I held the W key a while ago, the airplane just like fucking nosedived. So it's going to be a bad score, but that is the objective for today. The ultimate goal is that we will eventually get a job with American Airlines so that we can have a very wide variety in aircraft types and engine variants to play around with and fly. But dude, good to see you, man. Staying warm out there in Tejas. Dude, I was on a flight yesterday from Atlanta to San Antonio and was in the fly-by-wire 320, and it did the exact same thing. Really? I wonder if there's something bound or maybe just something funky going on. But FO Pilot Depth, what's going on, man? Great to see you, dude. Good morning. How's the Thursday going? Back, had a quick meeting and had another one at 11, unfortunately. That's gross. I know that life, though. That life sucks. Part of being an adult, I guess. Let's shut the fucking music up, because I get so tired of hearing that shit. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's interesting. Got 2 pings on Discord for this stream. That's weird. Just headed to your next class. Oh, that's no fun. But glad you're able to pop in and hang out for a few. Hope school's not too much of an asshole today. No, man, it's freezing. Woke up the other morning and it was 20 outside. Golly. Yesterday we did a little stream in the morning and there was some guys like had minus 25. It's wild. I'm thinking it's something with the weather in the sim. Mine, I'm pretty sure was binding because I've had plenty of times like the weather changes and updates and airplane kind of moves around a bit as the winds update, but never just like I mean, that bitch was straight plummeting to the earth. The department just switched to 48 and 96, so the 4 days off have been nice. Man, let me tell you something. When I started as a dispatcher at Spirit, like our default schedule is 4 on, 4 off, and then I started doing unlimited shift swaps, so I'd make my schedule 7 on, 7 off. Then I went management after being told that, you know, we could maintain the same quality of life and still have our 7s and all that kind of stuff. Nope, went back to 4-4, and now I am in a new role. No longer dispatch manager, I'm an operations control manager, so I oversee like the entire operation. And due to being understaffed by one person and finance won't backfill because, you know, Spirit Airlines is going through bankruptcy, we only have one overnight person,
traffic,
which
American
is me.
3216, 15 miles south. Expecting runway 36 right for landing.
And yeah, so now I get to work 4 on, 3 off. Lost a day off every week, but I do get an extra week of vacation, and I also get holidays off. So it's something, I guess. Okay, approach checklist. Briefing is complete. Approach stable by 1900 feet. ECOM status is checked. Seatbelt signs are on. Minimums 907 baro sets. Any ice 1 and 2 is off, and altimeter 3034 is set. It was 26 in Arizona this morning. Yeesh, that is chilly. 28 in Dallas. Yeah, I'm over here bitching about the 40 degrees and mist that we have. I need to show this picture from a few shifts back. All right. If you got Discord, I think we're friends on Discord or whatever. You can shoot it to me there. So if you get sick, who covers you? Nobody. But that is kind of the thing about my shift, is there's a morning manager, an afternoon manager, and then me as the overnight Monday through Thursday. So if I get sick, we'll just be going about 5 hours without someone being there. But someone is always on call as well, so it's not really that big of a deal. Alright, I'm thinking we'll shorten this thing up a little bit.
Charlotte traffic, American 3216, 8 mile final, runway 36 right, landing.
Let's go direct Marjo. After we go past gate, we'll go direct to Marjo. I have a grandma named Marjo. Fuck that 210 shit. That's too slow. Charlotte traffic, Spirit Wings 1148, 22 miles to the southeast. We'll be joining the ILS runway 36 center. Charlotte. I almost said Orlando. DM it, Discord, if you can show. Okay. Even your name is T-Money on here. Bro, this is, this picture's, like, I don't know how to put it into words. I don't know, man. Like this is fucking badass. Is that you? That's badass. It's like, you know, just the silhouette. I don't know. It's fucking cool. Thanks for sharing that, dude. That's badass. I don't have cool pictures. I'm not cool. Never was, never will be. Oh, Succo's in here asleep. I didn't know he even came in here. Old Pupperoony. This little old shit. Alright, 15 miles. We'll start idling it down to, we'll start with 210. And we'll see if we can't wheelie this bitch down to the end. That guy sounds like Tower in Louisville. Maybe it is, you never know. Yes, me. It was right before we went in. Wow. That's wicked, man. Crazy ass job that I think a lot of the general public takes for granted. Until it's their fucking house on fire. And their dog's inside. Or kid. Or wife. If it's a wife, if you gotta choose between the wife and the dog, you gotta get the dog.
Charlie traffic, American 3216, clear runway 36 right, Charlie 10, and enter taxiway to the gate.
Alright, arm approach. Both pilots are armed, or autopilots are armed. Charlie traffic, American, correction, Spirit Wings 1148. Join the ILS from a 36 center, 10 mile final, Charlotte. Alright, so we're clear to land. Miss approach is 3000. Glide slope, Loke. Cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2. Out down to 180. We are quite fast and not slowing down. So we'll go gear down. Arm spoilers. Oh, come on, don't overspeed the flaps. We might have to go around if we can't get slowed down. We got 1,100 feet to do it.
2,000.
Yeesh. Alright, we are stable. We're not stable, configured. Severe. Or anti-ice, okay, whatever. 1,000. We're a little fast. I'm comfortable with it. It's slowing. Alright, we're good.
Above. 200. Minimum. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Would like to stay on the center line a little bit better, but other than that, I'll take it. Charlotte traffic, Spirit Wings 1148. Clear runway 36 center, taxi into the A gates. Charlotte. Alright, we're going to hold right here, give our airplane the 3-minute engine cool down. Set brakes and we'll clean it up. Negative 134. 134. Looks like a pretty good spot on the runway to touch down. Not too far down. Alright, Alpha 29. And we got our 3 minutes. I'm going to give another 20 seconds just to make sure that V-Spirit knows we gave the 3 minutes. And then we'll shut down engine 2 and we'll taxi in on one engine. That'll give us additional points. Coño! I bet you are, man. My feet are kind of chilly right now, to be honest. Alright, there's our 3.5. Yellow pump comes on. Shut down number 2. And I don't know what side of the damn terminal it's on. I don't see any ground equipment on this side. There they are. Alright, brake sets. Let them up. Shut them down. Beacon off. And get those fuel pumps off. The yellow trunk comes off. Sweet. Parking checklist. Lights disarmed. Engines off. Seatbelts off. Exterior lights are set. What is that? Ice protection off. Fuel pumps off. Yellow electric pumps off. Chalk signal received. And let's submit our flight again. For those of y'all who weren't here, we kind of did a little bit of a nosedive thanks to some odd key binding to my W key. After I submit this, we're going to investigate that. Let's go to VAMSys and we'll submit this one as well. Perfect. Alright, let's go to logbook and see what it gave us for our very first flight. Hey, it didn't fuck up. I don't know how. I must have saved it fast enough. We have a 100 score with 80 extra points. Alright, so now, for those of you who aren't aware of a pilot's life and all the things that it scores you on, I will read it to you. So, again, 35 separate items. Max pitch angle, max bank angle, max G-force, overspeed, never indicated. We got very close on that one. Stall, never indicated. On the taxi out, nav lights on, beacon light, taxi light,
Charlotte traffic, American.
transponder on.
Departing runway 18. Charlotte.
Interesting. Let's see. Flaps are set. Max ground speed, less than 30 knots. So now you know for sure. Less than 30 knots. Cali Simmer, good morning and nice landing. Thank you so much. Thank you. I tried to ride that wheelie, baby. Ride that wheelie. But thank you. Great to see you. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Our shit is still in Shanghai. God damn it. Tyler Rocks, good morning. You're live early. Yeah, man. This is kind of how I'm having to stream during the week. I get off of work at 5:30 in the morning, so I've been coming home and doing some streaming in the morning, and then on the weekends it'll probably be later in the day. Let's see. So takeoff, landing lights are on, strobe lights on, max pitch angle never exceeds 20 degrees. On the initial climb, landing gear is retracted, max indicated airspeed stays less than 260 knots. In the climb, flaps need to be up. Landing lights off before 10,000 feet. We never pause and we never slew. Then on the initial approach, max pitch angle, max indicated airspeed is less than 280 knots. Landing lights on below 10,000 feet. On the approach, max pitch angle less than 15 degrees. Flaps need to be deployed. Landing gear down, spoilers on, max indicated airspeed below 200 knots. On the landing, you get scored on a landing rate. So the better the landing rate, the more points you get. So we got a 5 out of 5 on that one, and a landing G-force, we got 1.11 Gs, which is also a 5 out of 5. On the taxi in, landing lights off, navigation lights on, beacon light on, taxi lights off, flaps up, spoilers down, and max ground speed never exceeds 30 knots. So that's the 35 different items that is looking for. Then also for V Spirit, let's see, where is my shit? I can't remember. Pyreps, there we go. So for V Spirit, we also get judged on a number of things, and this one was already accepted. And so we can see what we got points for. So we got 10 points for engines being shut down. They're supposed to be. Engine 1 started first, so engine start sequence. Another 10 points for a single engine taxi in. We had number 1 engine on. We did a 2-engine taxi out, so that's another 10 points we missed out on, but not a big deal. Flight length between 1 and 2 hours, so we got 20 points for that one. 25 points for our preparation time. 100 points just for starting the flight, and then another 50 points for a safe landing. So you're getting scored all over the place, which I like. The only other way to take this to the very next level is to fly on New Sky, and New Sky is like the ultimate. It's looking for like what altitude you're configured by, like all sorts of stuff. New Sky is much harder and will definitely exploit your weaknesses as a pilot. Yeah, so total block time was 1 hour and 14 minutes. It recognizes this was Microsoft 2024. Good stuff. Extra points, 80. Sweet. We can even go to landing details. It'll show us where we landed at. So we did touch down just beyond. Can we open this up? Yeah. So the touchdown markers right here, we touched down just beyond, about 500 feet past, which is not bad at all. I did come in a little low and shallow to try to shallow off that that flare, and it seemed like it worked out relatively well. Unfortunately, I was not recording that landing, so we don't get to replay it. But there we go, guys. That is our first flight in the books. Our next flight will be to head down to Miami. Now, I'm not going to be streaming every single one of these flights. If I ever have time, I'll be knocking them out, behind the scenes when we're not streaming. But this is also a great way that, like, on days like today, where I just need to, get a quick stream in, so come home from work, jump in, and just get going. I don't have to think about what am I going to fly, and just go fly my next flight. Stream it, and that'd be it. I might even just have, like, a standard thumbnail. That way I only have to do thumbnails for these streams. Just standardization. Make it quick. Bam. Happy about that. I will take it. Disconnect from there. Again, guys, for those of y'all who are just joining us, I do want to show y'all this. Like Cali Simmer, I think you'll get a kick out of this. So as of today, like 3 hours ago, Volanta has this thing called 2024 review. It's just like your Spotify review, your YouTube review, all that stuff. So you click this little 2024 button up here in the top left, and it will open up a little slideshow. And it'll give you all of your stats and the things that you've done for 2024. So it's in the top 20% of all pilots, which is cool. And all the things. So if you fly on Volanta, go check out your stats for 2024. It is quite interesting, I must say. I don't know how accurate it is, but it's quite interesting. And there's probably a lot more flights. I don't always fly on Volanta. I would probably guess there's at least another 30 to 40 flights that I didn't track on here. But I usually only do it when I stream because it gives me the progress shit. So if I'm not streaming, I don't really care to track it. So, looks like some of the last passengers are getting off. Once they're off, we'll shut down, do a walk around, and head on out. Get out of here, Hoochie. Alright, that is it for the passengers. It says 160 of 169. I want the flight crew off of it too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, man. I'm telling you, once you use the drone camera, it does this shit, and you can't, like, really turn very smooth. Alright guys, you know we gotta get a picture on our first pilot's life. Oh, that's cool. I got an email, but it hadn't launched Valenta yet this morning. I'd have to check it out. Yeah, check it out. And maybe we can compare stats and see what it's like. But alright guys, well, I must say, I really enjoyed this flight. Nothing like a quick little virtual airline flight together. Very excited to take this journey together. And yeah, look forward to more of the virtual airline flying on a pilot's life on V-Spirit. And who knows, maybe I might get maybe I might try New Sky and like put my schedule on New Sky, and that way we can have that to track as well. Would be a great time. So that is going to do it for this morning. I'm about to go get in bed and catch me some Z's. Maybe we'll get another stream in tomorrow, or if not tomorrow morning, then more than likely in the afternoon after my 1 p.m. Weekly manager meeting. But until then guys, I hope you'll have a great Thursday. Stay warm, stay safe. As always, be good or be good at it. Keep it on the wrong side, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace!